And just to remind honourable members, 3 people have received custodial sentences for the death threats that I have had. Yeah. And I'm getting a bit tired of being called a traitor and being accused of traitor. And there are certain people sitting on these benches who actually support a newspaper that had the disgraceful temerity to suggest that the Prime Minister of our country might in some way have committed treason by the production of this paper. It is outrageous, and the right honourable and honourable members on these benches nearly need to have a bit of a reality check, not just on Brexit, but on the way that this party is conducting itself and who they choose to call their friends. Yeah. But I'm going to return. I'm afraid to say I completely agree with my right honourable and learned friend. And members on the front bench, and in fact across this place, should be shaking their heads with shame. This is the stuff of complete madness. And the only reason that the government has accepted these amendments is because it's frightened of somewhere in the region of 40 members of Parliament, the hard no-deal Brexiteers, who should have been seen off a long time ago and should be seen off again. Because these are people who do not want a responsible Brexit. They want their version of Brexit. And they don't even represent the people who actually voted leave. And the consequences of this are grave, not just for our country, but also for this party.
The European Union is a slow and not very effective negotiator of free trade agreements. We keep hearing about their negotiating power, their size. Actually, the fact that they represent 28 different countries means they come up with suboptimal outcomes all the time. And actually, we're the country that does least well out of the European Union's free trade agreements. They almost never involve services, for example, our primary trade. So the EU is slow, it's not very effective negotiator of trade deals. But we will be smaller, of course. But many, many countries that are smaller than us do very, very good trade deals. Switzerland's a very obvious example, and it's much more effective than ours. We're bigger, remember, by the way, when we talk about how small we are, we're bigger than the bottom 18 European countries put together. So we're not small by any normal measure of the word. We also have huge advantages over and above our economic weight. We have the English language, we have English law, we're leaders in life sciences, artificial intelligence, internet, medicine, a whole series of areas. And we are one of the leading countries in terms of intellectual exports. Services encompasses intellectual exports. And in that, the English language is the most powerful weapon possible. Yeah. So what this proposal would do is try and deal with a problem which is less bad than they think, and in doing so, throw away a power, throw away a right, which is incredibly important, much, much more important than they think. They are trying to defend a false past and giving up a real future. There we go. Yeah.